One of the most dynamic conversations that takes place at every Camp reInvent that we do is the discussion of the internet integrated strategy, making your brokerage site a profit center. So how we do that? First, we spend a lot of time talking about how to drive traffic to your site. Do you have a social media strategy? Do you have a blogging strategy? Do you have a syndication strategy? Do you realize how much money each of your leads is worth? And how much money, by not driving enough traffic, you might be leaving on the table because you don't have a strategy in these areas. Next, how are you engaging your potential customer? Remember, people are looking at real estate months, potentially, before they end up buying a house. So if you started a conversation with them on social media, let's say, and then drove them to a site that was not engaging, that didn't have a good user interface, that didn't have good search, that didn't have the right information, then you are throwing away all the money you spent driving that traffic. So you must also have a great website that does all these things and engages consumers. Next, one of the areas that most brokerages fall down on is internet lead response. About half of internet leads go unanswered, and the other half get responded to about 8 hours, sometimes 10, 12, sometimes the next day. That's unacceptable. In today's environment, people are looking for a response to their internet request within 15 or 20 minutes. If you don't have a good system in place to do that, then once again, if you did a good job here and here, you lost it here. And that could be lots of money. Not just lots of money that you spent driving and engaging traffic, but potentially lots of lost money because the deals that you might have been able to close had somebody responded to that consumer right away. Last but not least is what happens after the close. How do you maintain a relationship with your consumer online after the close? Are you sending cookie recipes at Christmas, or are you sending relevant information throughout the year to get them to come back to you? When you look at the statistics, that 87% of consumers start their search online. 75% of consumers typically will go with the first company that gets back to them, and 90% of consumers would use the same agent again, but typically 10 or 12% actually do. These are all statistics that tell a story that you must have an integrated web strategy to make your broker site a profit center.